Hello YouTube. Another season, another diamond. Well, last season I didn't bother playing Master Duel, but this season I did. I decided to take Brave ABC to the top. This is a little bit weird, so let's get into it. So, as usual, there's a diamond, there's a win streak, whatever. And here's the deck list. So, as usual, 3 Maxi. I was trying to run 2 to play 40 cards, but 3 Maxi isn't optimal. Worst case scenario, your Maxi just baits out an Ash or a call by, and then you can do whatever you want to do. The worst thing that can happen to you is call by on one of your unions, so Maxi getting hit by that instead is pretty good. 3 Ash, it stops Maxi, it stops most things in the meta. There's not much to say about that. 2 Nibiru, I didn't want to play Nibiru initially, but I kept running into Hawked on decks, and I'm gonna be honest, most Hawked on pilots are kind of mooks. So you just hit them with Nibiru and they pass their turn and do absolutely nothing. And then we have our 2 Imperm. This is mainly for Flu Wonderies. So 2 Imperm, 3 Ash for Flu Wonderies, and I guess Droplet in some capacity. But yeah, Flu Wonderies is annoying if they go first. If you go first against Flu Wonderies, so it's free matchup, don't worry about it. Same with Eldritch, free matchup. Hawked on deck, I mean, if you open Nibiru, you could probably beat them. It's not that big a deal. It's when you don't open a single hand trap that it becomes a problem. Okay, so that's everything for hand traps. Let's go to our Brave engine. So 2 Enchantress, it's at 2. You can only play 2, so play them. 2 Right, same deal. It's only at 2. The 1 Griffin Rider, it's a negate. It's searchable. There's nothing to not like about this. The 1 Foolish Burial, this can actually be pretty much anything in your deck, but 99% of the time you're setting Enchantress because this is another copy of Enchantress. Cool. And then the 1 Dracoback, because Dracoback is a good spell card. It gets rid of annoying cards like Skill Drain, not IO, but Tikaboo, all those annoying, stupid floodgates. Dracoback just says, get out of here, I don't want to see you. So play the 1 Dracoback. If you really, really don't want to play Dracoback, that's fine, I guess, but you're doing yourself a disservice. Plus, it's a free discard outlet for Busters, so why wouldn't you play it? For unions, I'm actually only playing 6 unions this time. I want to play 7, but the problem with 7 unions, or like 7 to 9 unions, is deck size. I didn't want to play 44 or 45 like last season, well, 2 seasons ago, because I don't want to brick. Or rather, I want to see my good cards more often, so only 2 of each union. This does mean that getting Ash on Hanger is a lot worse than it was in previous seasons, but you gotta make compromises somewhere. And I forgot about the 1 Faithful. Obviously, Faithful searches, your cards, so play the Faithful. 3 Union Hanger, it's an ABC deck. You play Union Hanger, makes everything a 1-card combo. The 1 Driver, because you need to play 1 Driver. I'm not playing 2 Driver this season because of space reasons. If I had the space, I would definitely still play 2 Driver, but I just want to make, like, most of my hands good hands. I wanted to maximize my good hands. With 2 Driver, you don't get that ability. And then, of course, we have the 1 Terraforming. 3 Prosperity, Consistency, Fusion Destiny, plus, Destiny Hero Dasher, Celestial, they're the best targets. Fusion Destiny is just another BS card. You can plop onto the field, do whatever. 2 Call by the Grave, stops hand traps. Only 2 reactivation this time. Deck size, literally that's the only thing. Yeah, otherwise I'd be playing 3 of this for obvious reasons. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the main deck. So 42 cards, I would have preferred 40, but it is what it is. Alright, so the 1 ABC Dragon Buster, it's still at 1 for some reason. I don't know why, but it is, so play the 1 Buster. It's the whole reason you play this deck. The 1 Destiny Hero Destroyer, it's a very unfair card, may as well play it. Daigusto Emerald, the only reason you play this is because we don't have 2 Buster. If we got 2 Buster, you wouldn't play this garbage because it sucks, but you kind of have to play it to revive your Buster. You know how it is. 1 Clara Rushka, this comes up occasionally when you have to deal with shit like Tikaboo or other weird floodgates that prevent you from having machines on the board. You just go Clara Rushka, okay, sick, Link, Summon, Phoenix, get rid of that stupid floodgate, be done with it. Or you use Karn Rushka as a Verti target. So like you normal C, link it away, Clara Rushka, then C summon whatever, link those two away for Verti, and you know, full Verti combo. I say Verti combo, but you know what it is. One Nightmare Cerberus lets you go second, lets you like chain block with the pieces, pretty good. Phoenix is the same deal, but also gets rid of back row. IP you don't really make in this deck, but if you do, it's because you're flexing. 99% of the time you're using this as a prosperity target. Speak of prosperity targets, so for prosperity targets, typically you're going to banish Klarushka, a Cerberus, a Phoenix, a Lina, a Boral Sword, and Honorable Goddess. That's typically what I banish, because you don't really need those most of the time. Anyway, so the one Unicarrier, Unicarrier is not actually as great in this deck because we're not really running the Orbital package. The reason I'm not running the Infinity package is because I didn't want to put even more bricks in the deck. But I do occasionally miss having the Nova Infinity package. Also, the Infinity package makes Prosperity a lot weirder. You can't Prosperity for 6 as nicely when you have Infinity, because that's kind of your main staple combo. But this version of the deck, there isn't an Infinity combo to begin with, so you can just freely banish, Pros for 6, dig for whatever you need, and not have to worry about the extra deck being like broken. The one Verti this thing makes, well, if you open Hanger plus Right, that will get you DPE, ABC, and Griffin Rider. Because, yeah, Verti turning into effect monsters into whatever, summon a DPE, pop the Verti and the DPE, summon it back on your opponent's turn, so you don't get, well, if you get Super Poly, that's unfortunate, but you really don't want the Verti on the field. It's very weak. If it gets run over, you're in trouble. The one Lina, this doesn't come up that often, but it is a generic link that you can throw away. That's typically what you use it for. Or if you get ogred on something, you can go into Lina, summon back the ogre, unicorn away something, and then maybe ladder into an access code. But yeah, they can do that. Lina also, if you ever manage to destroy it, can search out a Union or a Nibiru, so that's pretty cool. I never actually did that, but yeah. Because you have to, it's kind of slow too, because you gotta go into battle, or hope that your opponent is dumb and DPEs it or some shit, you know. Most people will just Draco back it away, if they're smart. The one Unicorn ladders into access code, it's also just a good generic link 3. Boral Sword, I never made this ever. Honestly, I should have replaced it with a Barricade board blocker. That's probably better. That actually came up once where I needed to discard but I didn't have an outlet. Play Barricade over here over Boral Sword is probably better. The one Apollosa, you don't make Apollosa that often in this deck because most of the time people just scoop as soon as they see ABC, DPE, Griffin. But if you have to, like, I don't know, you're going second and you suspect a Nibiru or something, you can make Apollo. If you somehow made IP, you didn't Prosperity banish it, then you can go into Apollosa off IP. It's just a good generic link 4 to have, so play it. Access code, that's a win con, nothing to talk about there. Honorable Goddess, we don't make this very often, but when you do, it's because you need to out something that would otherwise be unoutable, or you just need to clear something on the field. I don't really make this too often. I think I made this like twice, maybe. Once against a Numeron player making that like Clops monster, whatever it's called, and the other one against a Zodiac player. I was just bullying the Zodiac player. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the main and extra deck. If you like what you saw, leave a comment, like the video, tell me if there's something I could do better. I'm kind of tired right now. Like, I've been playing since yesterday, and I just finally got it Diamond 1 right now. I wasn't playing very much before that. I basically took this entire season off, so if something looks wonky, that's probably why. I'm like barely awake right now. Alright, again, thank you for watching the video. See you next time. Later.